The great Thomas Carty, a little bit of heated in that face-off there. He was giving, like, you had to tell him, all right, enough of the messing.
No, he touched me. He do all the messing he wants. He's a messer, you know. I get it. That's how he gets his opportunity. I get mine through fighting and being a quality fighter. He gets his through messing and doing media shit, you know what I mean? So he touched me. I told him don't touch me again, or I would have sent him off the stage, and there'd be no fight on Saturday. But I don't care. No one oversteps the line. You can mess up to a certain amount. No messing after that. It's go time now, you know.
I suppose Eddie has enough. He knows you well enough that he knows you're probably not going to cause any major problems up on that stage.
Generally, you know what I mean. I haven't had this experience yet. Someone trying to put their hands on me, touch my chain. I told him he touched me again. He's gone. He's done.
Is he just trying to get in your head? Is that what you think?
I think so. He's not a serious guy as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean. All he does is mess around. So I think he thinks this is a big circus, but this is just a build up to a fight. We're going to fight Saturday night. You know, it's a real fight. He thinks it's a bit of a joke and trying to make a comedy act about it. It's a real fight Saturday. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I've trained for.
And I'm going to stir the pot a little bit. As an Irish person, of all the weeks that he could have gone for you, this is not the week to do it.
Not the week to do it, bro. Not the week to do it. He messed around about doing this, that, and the other, and not making out a fingless or he could the fingless. He wouldn't last 2 seconds. 2 seconds outside the ring. You see how long he lasts in the ring.
You think you get this one done quickly?
Easy work. Easy night's work.
It's obviously been a crazy, rise for you to come home and have this fight in Dublin. Obviously, I would think means a lot to you. I mean, a lot of people are like, you're a big ticket seller. I'm sure you couldn't sell any tickets to this, right? You couldn't get them sold.
Couldn't get them. I had no tickets to sell. I sorted family and sponsors, and that was it. Then they're all gone. Everybody else was snapping them up elsewhere. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing event to be part of. It really, really is.
Huge homecoming for yourself. I mean, I suppose if it was a different champion in the main event, maybe you would be up for a little bit more crack, maybe a little bit more. But there's like kind of people call her like the Queen of Ireland, and it really is like 100%. People have like a great respect for Katie Taylor.
Absolutely, they need to. They have to. You know, I mean, look what she's done. Look at the events she's created. Look at the media here. All the media. I walked in this morning. I seen a queue. I've never seen a queue that long in my life. You know what I mean? And then that was all media to get in here. It's crazy. That's what she's created. It's Katie. You know. We owe it all to her.
You've obviously been quite busy, you've obviously been in the ring with the top heavyweights in the world, but AJ and Fury, someone was telling me, both of them.
AJ, Fury, Hrgovic, Dillian White, Derek Chisora, Brian Jennings, I'm winning with them all nearly, yeah.
And you're holding your own in these spars. Like, I would think that you're confident after these that you can progress and get to the world level.
Put it this way, at that level of sparring, they pay you so much money that if you're not worth anything to them, they just send you home. I've never been sent home, never been knocked out, you know what I mean? So I've been holding my own big time.
Who do you think, of AJ and Fury, who do you think is the who would win if they fought, having been in there with the both of them?
Difficult one to say, bro. Difficult one to say. Good relationship with both guys. It's a fantasy fight, a fight that everybody wants to see happen. But you'd have to lean towards Fury, all things considered. But really razor sharp, close fight, you know.
How is he in the ring? I mean, his movement for a guy his size. I mean, he's a lot bigger than even you, and you're a big fella.
Yeah.
And he moves like a light heavyweight.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. It's a spectacle to see. It's something you need to witness in person to understand, you know. And even still, it's hard to comprehend.
How do you land a glove on someone like that?
Just swing and hope for the best.
AJ's a little bit different. He's kind of more like I would think that you probably had more success in the sparring rounds with AJ just because he's a bit more of an open fighter.
Stylistically, you know what I mean, it can be completely different. Some styles gel well, some styles don't. But it was really good sparring, really good experience with both the guys. Yeah.
Fancy AJ against Wilder?
I do. I fancy AJ against Wilder. Same again, really, really close fight. Really good fight, but I fancy AJ for that fight, yeah.
And Fury against Usyk, you think he handles Usyk as well?
I can't see anybody really beating Fury, to be completely honest, you know.
Yeah.
Too good, too big, too fit, you know what I mean, and too much boxing in the queue.
You mentioned Hrgovic as well. By the time you're up challenging for world titles, do you think he'll probably be right up there amongst it as well?
I think by the time I'm up challenging for world titles, he'll be number one at the time, yeah.
And you're confident that after being in there for a few rounds with him, I could take him in a world title bout?
Another year or two, absolutely. Anything's possible, bro. Anything's possible.
He is certainly, he's a rising guy. Obviously, Zhilei Zhang, who he fought recently. A lot of people felt that Zhilei Zhang beat him. It's an exciting time at the top of the heavyweight division.
It's never been more exciting for heavyweight boxing. You know, it's really lighting up at the moment. Never ever been more exciting.
I mean, who do you think, obviously Hrgovic is one of these guys, but who do you think will be the guys at the top of the division? It looks like Fury's not really long for this world. AJ probably not a great deal either. Who will be there when you're challenging for world titles?
Looking at Hrgovic, Daniel Dubois, the likes of those kind of names, you know.
Will Joe Joyce be done by then?
Joe Joyce as well. Joe Joyce is no spring chicken, he's old enough, you know what I mean? Absolutely, I think he'll be done by then as well, yeah.
I mean, what do you think of him and Zhilei Zhang?
Serious fight, major fight. You know, people wrote Zhilei Zhang off beforehand saying he was old, no good. not worth much, and then you see what happened then on the night, you know what I mean? It's completely changed his net worth altogether, I'd say. He's in like the pound for pound top 10 now all of a sudden. He wasn't in the pound for pound top 100 before the fight, you know?
Well, you know, like as well, at heavyweight, your tactic can't be just take as much damage and let it work out like Homer Simpson or something. You can't do that.
You can't do the Homer Simpson tactic. No.
You can do it at 170.
Someone better tell Jay that for Saturday night. You can't do the Homer Simpson. You have to move your head, bro. You have to defend yourself, yeah?
Do you think
he's making a career off taking punches, by the sounds of things, you know what I mean? You have to move your head. You'll end up punch drunk, not being able to speak, not being able to do these kind of interviews, you know what I mean? He's doing all right so far, but it catches up quick.
Finally, what is the final prediction? Do you think he goes down in 1 or 2?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Short night for Jay.
Up the bows.
Cheers. Up the bows,
Thank you, man.